With the inauguration of President-elect Barack Obama just days away, we continue our series of dispatches as our political correspondent James Collins discusses the dramatic change in Florida's politics.
If you've been to Walt Disney World in Florida, you'll probably know that it's a very proud symbol of the American dream. Sunny, charming and full of promise. The parks offer a glimpse of the image that the United States presents to the world. The company prides itself on its new technologies and forward thinking. In 2006, I took an unusual gap year and flew to Orlando, intent on living that dream. During my time in Florida, I was struck by the differences between Disney and the state by which it was surrounded. Walt Disney intended his parks to be as fast-moving as his roller coasters, and yet they were in the middle of a state that remained politically stagnant. Floridians had voted Republican since the days of JFK. One evening, I was about to have dinner in a pizza restaurant outside Orlando. A couple with a young child left through the front door. The little boy pointed to a sign advertising the upcoming elections, asking, "Mummy, what's a primary?" To which she replied, "It's when we get to decide which Republican is going to be the next president." Startled by what I just heard, I suddenly realised why Floridians remain so stubborn in their mindset, so steadfastly Republican, subtly brainwashing their children to think that the only way to be political was to vote Republican. It seemed a sure way to keep the tradition going. At this point, Barack Obama was a popular young senator, but he certainly was not a household name. I'm sure I'd walked past his books in shops, but he'd never stood out as a possible world leader. When I heard he was running for office, I was sure that Floridians would never vote for him, largely because of what I witnessed that night outside the pizza restaurant, an innocent question answered with a very specific message. As I stayed up that night in November with millions of other people and watched Barack Obama accept the office of the presidency, having won Florida by a landslide, I wondered, were they moving forward, ready to step on the roller coaster? Perhaps the Disney dream had finally found its way into Florida's water.